Okay, so now we are going to create the same login and registration page, but instead of using Blade, we are going to be using Inertia and React.js. So first of all, we are going to create a new directory and we're going to call it Inertia React, for example. We're going to go into Inertia React, and now we're going to create a new Laravel project with the same command as always. Composer, create project, Laravel. We're gonna call it Inertia React. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, now that it's finished, let's go into it. Okay, we have all our files. Now we're going to install Breeze and React. To do that, the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to do a composer require Laravel Breeze --dev. After that is done, now we're going to execute PHP artisan, but instead of putting here Blade, now we're going to put here React. This is going to be the different command. So now it's going to install React. You also need to have npm working and Node.js working on your local machine for this to work. It's very easy to install. You can just Google it up. And now we're going to be using Laravel together with the React front end, and it's already going to have all the registration page ready for us. So now let's first of all open this in a new editor so we can compare it to the other Blade code. So first of all, let's open this code in an editor. Okay, now that we have the code open, we're going to edit the database information. Here we're going to call this one Inertia React. Same password as always. Let's create this database. Okay, now that we have the database created, now we're going to run PHP artisan migrate, and now it has created our tables that we need. Let's go into that database and check it out really quick. So here we are in our Inertia React database, and we have all our tables. So now let's run it and see. PHP artisan serve. Let's go to that URL. And as you can see, we have our login and registration page. So if we click here, login, this now is using React instead of using Blade. So now we're going to see and look at the differences of it. In Blade, we took a look at the routes, and here, as you can see, we can see the web now has inertia instead of Blade. So we are using it created different code based on if we wanted to use React inertia or if we wanted to use Blade. And this one is going to be pretty much the same. No change here. And in the next lecture, we're going to explore the differences between both of them and why you should use one or the other. But in summary, if you want to build a single page app, meaning that the web page never refreshes, it makes calls on the background using Ajax and React and all that, then you would use the React method. But if you want to control everything on the back end and you don't need a single page app, you can then use the Blade solution.